Thanks for the advice on flying. It's nice to have some fellow big guys telling me I'm not alone. I think we all know what that previous email was about.
Yep.
Glad you got on all right. Like I said, the biggest thing to me when flying is if you smell. I don't care about weight. I have one for you boys. I have a neighbour who is having extremely deafeningly loud sex to the point where my young boys ask him why is the woman always screaming. I'm all up for people enjoying themselves, but if it's become a noise issue, what do I do? I would feel so awkward knocking and saying, "Look, guys, I hear every time you guys go to Pound Town. What do I do? Please help."
I didn't read that in the original email.
Mate, fucking people are having some loud sex. I've said before, like, it freaks me out. Loud sex. I can't.
Yeah, you said like you even listen. You listened to. What did you say? You listened to porn on low?
Yeah, or I put like my headphones in so no one can hear me. Freaks me out, man. When people like, I mean, I'm a pretty open guy, but I don't like. I'm open, but I don't like to put other people out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I like to. I'm one of those neighbors. I'm like the best neighbor because I always have everything low. I don't make any noise.
Yeah, you're conscious of making
of everything. Noise. Yeah, not to the point where we worked with this woman, really nice woman, but she was a bit too much, and she moved into a new house. She sold her previous house, moved to a new house, and she was so conscious that she couldn't even do the hoovering because she said it was so loud that the neighbours could hear it, and it was causing her so much stress. They then had to move again. Do you not remember that when we went to the car?
Who was that? I'll bleep out the name.
No, I don't want to say. Oh, you bleep it out.
Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So her husband had to look for another house because she couldn't live there because she felt like everything she did, the neighbours could hear.
That's fucking mental.
That is mental.
That is fucking mental.
I kept saying to her, I was like, people understand you're hoovering. Who gives a fuck? Oh, no. I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm sorry then.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah. I think
they be fucking, damn. They be
fucking. Yeah, everyone be fucking. They I think when it comes to if it's affecting like your kid, I know it's awkward, but you've got to go in and say something to them.
Yeah. I think because when we initially got this email, my first thought was leaving a note or posting something through the door. But then my second thought was knowing how I write texts and interpret texts and stuff, it might not go as well as if you were having a face-to-face.
Yeah.
Because you can kind of make out as though, like, you're not taking it too seriously. You're kind of joking about it. Like, look, mate, I know we all like having fun, but you're making a bit too much noise. You're waking the boy up at night.
Or you could send the boy round and be like, go ask that guy what he's been doing.
Yeah.
Shame them. Explain. Yeah.
Shame them into silence. Shame them into silence. But but yeah, I don't know. Like some people just have no regard for neighbours at all. Like I've said many a time when I was at home living, I had some quite loud sex when I was drunk and stuff, and kind of forgot my parents were in the house. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
And the next day I'm like, oh fuck, why did I do that? But then I'll do it like 2 weeks later again. So maybe these people are conscious that they know how loud they've been, but like they just get out of control sometimes. So I don't know. I think you're gonna have to knock. You're gonna have to knock. I don't think there's a way to get away from it.
I think it's easier to talk to the guy than it would be to talk to the woman.
Yeah.
But that's from my I could make a joke out of it, but I think once you say to him, my son's asking some questions that I don't want to answer.
Yeah, he's too young for the birds and the
bees. Yeah. I think he'll understand.
If they're reasonable people, they will take it into account.
I remember seeing this clip of like ASBOs, people that have got, is it called ASBO?
Antisocial behaviour order.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So for the Americans, if you're a knob too many times or whatever, you can get an ASBO, which basically means that it means, well, essentially means fuck all, but it means that like people know that you're a troublemaker. So like, you know, the law and that.
You get picked up by the police more and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you got like complaints phoned in, they'll already know about you.
Yeah.
But there was a couple that had an ASBO because their sex was so loud, and they framed the letter. They obviously didn't carry it on. They like,
Yeah.
you know, calmed it down, but they were like, "We got an ASBO for banging. Like, it's
Mate,
fucking amazing." Now
that would be a bit
as
of a badge of honour, to be honest.
well. Yeah, from the of course, yeah. If that's what you're into, but I always made me laugh. I always remember that. I've never had neighbours like that. I had one that was like, I thought he was like murdering his missus, and then he went outside and started throwing the bins around the street.
Yeah, I've never really dealt with any loud sex or anything. I had a neighbour that was the girl. I thought it was the guy starting on the girl all the time, but then being a nosy Nora that I was listening down the stairs one day when I was living in the building to hear who was shouting at who, and she was going ballistic at him, and I realised it was her, and she'd batter the shit out of him, and he'd just take it, and then I was like, one day he'll hit her back, but I don't know whatever happened to that couple because they moved out very abruptly, so I assume they split up.
Yeah, it must have done. You can't sustain something like that for very long.
No, not when it gets physical like that.
No, fuck that. But yeah, I think this one's a pretty
Standard.
close and shine. Yeah, you got to go speak to him. Don't put a letter through because that's one of them. You're trying to be anonymous, and it's just, I don't know. If I got a letter through the door, I'd be like,
There's
why
only
didn't
one
they just come speak to me?
If you're
Yeah,
if
what
you're
is that?
if you're in a
Yeah.
situation like me where you're in a semi-detached and there's only one other house next to you,
Oh, I wonder which neighbour put it through the fucking.
you may as well sign it with your name.
Yeah, yeah. I just think that's a bit. You know, I mean, an anonymous letter is something for like someone's parked in my parking space, or
Yeah,
your bins are in the. You know what I mean, even then, I think a note is quite awkward. I think a note's more awkward than, because you have that look then, like
yeah,
you come out, you're in the garden at the same time, and you look at each other, and he's like, you know, that letter was from me, and you just get that
exactly.
side eye.
And like the tone could be completely misconstrued in the letter as well.
Yeah, Pound Town.
Pound Town, yeah. If you can close Pound Town up at about 8 p.m, please.
Yeah, yeah. Be like, I don't mind if you make a racket, but the kid goes to bed at like 8 o'clock. So can you not do it then? Maybe do it like have like a morning before you go to work because my son's at school.
Or
You'd
give
be
it a
like,
couple of hours. Only start from 10,
wait
so
till
they're
he's asleep.
asleep.
I would just go into the garden with like a really bright flashlight, and when they start going at it, start clicking it on and off in the window.
They'll think they're getting an alien abduction.
Yeah, just trying to like quiet them down. But yeah, if you go and speak to him, just try and make a joke out of it, and you know what I mean, don't have a go or anything like that. Just be like understanding.
Yeah, go light-hearted, and hopefully it'll be received the same way.
Yeah, but make sure to say, you know, it's affecting like my kid. I think most people, when you say, you know, it's keeping my son or daughter up, it's doing this, it's doing that, and it's a child involved, they get a bit more. It's more well received.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But good luck. Let us know how it goes.